Hello. I'm going to show you how I've been recording guitars lately. And I have to stress lately because, like a lot of guitars, I'm sure, I'm constantly tinkering with my tones, whether that's new impulse responses on the Fractal unit or all the plugins that are out there. Especially like one release to the next, kind of want to do something different. So here's what I've settled on, and I've been liking the results so far, obviously, or I wouldn't be doing it. So first things first is you can see I have a DI track set up. I should have signal on both of these. If you have Fractal stuff, Cooper Carter has videos on setting up a DI track and reamping, which is why you record a DI track. It's really important. If you don't want to worry about re-recording something later, you can just throw the DI into a reamping situation. But I also use the DI track for something else, which is what this video is really about. You can see down here I have two more tracks. So I have two Fractal patches, panned hard right, hard left. But then I have the Nembrini Audio California Reverb. This is free, or it was for a time. So I grabbed it to experiment with it. I added some impulse responses instead of using the stock ones, and modified the sound, added some reverb, and also their plugin, which is also free, which is just a basic 808. And so I've been experimenting with double tracking and then using the DI on the plugins for quad tracking. So essentially, I'm going to record something very simple and just show you what the kind of sounds I've been messing with are. So let's play something basic just for demonstration purposes. Here we go. So I have this DI track, and all I need to do is I can pull it down here and it'll play through the plugin. So I just did two tracks at once. That's fun. So I can do the other one, which means I need to pull up my other patch that I use. And let's do the same thing. Now I can drag this one down here. So the guitar bus itself, you can see I actually don't have the plugins going to. It does change the sound drastically. So the bus, I have this Reaper specific plugin that is a stereo alignment delay. So it's a subtle difference, but it's noticeable. So what I do is you hit play and then you hit detect. It'll see what sort of like the phase difference is and line it up better for you automatically. So all I'm going to do is let the numbers stabilize and save it. For this to sound proper too, I should probably go to direct sound with OBS. So that alignment delay, you can see it moved one of the tracks up 4.94 milliseconds. I also have this Soft2 VCA compressor, which is really nice. It came free with buying one of their plugins a while back. A very subtle EQ change with the Moog EQ4. It looks more realistic because they released a new update recently, so go get that if you haven't done it. And then I use the Pro Q3 to cut the sub, but also use the stereo enhancer preset that they have. It is, again, subtle as the name says, but it's really nice. Then I have some heavy subtractive EQ on the individual tracks. Actually, this is the wrong one. I need to go to stealth. You can see it's mostly subtractive. It's really just going through and finding nasty frequencies, although I did boost a little of the main frequencies that make up the mids of the guitar. I got that idea from Josh Middleton. He did some heavy surgical reverb on his YouTube channel. And then the same thing down here, I have Pro Q3. So what I do is, you can see I have the volumes all the way down. I've never liked the sounds I get out of guitar plugins. They always sound muddled. They'll like a heavy comforters over the amp. I don't know, as not a pro engineer mixer, I've just never enjoyed the sounds I get. But having them be so like heavy on the low end, I thought they were just really nice for quad tracking by blending these slowly. So I want the two fractal patches to be my main guitar sound, and then use these ones to just enhance it and make everything sound more full. So that's what I'm going to do now. And one other thing, you can see this track called Mids. So I have this Pro Q3 with this weird thing dipping the mids. I don't even remember where I got this idea. It was on YouTube at one point. But yeah, it's just a parallel mids processing track. So everything's going to that. All right, let's blend everything in. I'm just going to loop this. So through my monitors anyway, I'm liking how that's sounding. A lot of times I'll listen through headphones too, just to get like some of the intricacies. But at the end of the day, what is also like the most important is listening to it in a mix. So however it may sound to you on whatever speakers you're listening to, you just have to remember that in the mix it's going to be different. I'm going to have bass, I'm going to have all the other instruments, I'm going to have all the other processing. My master track is not on the screen right now, but I have stuff on there as well, of course. So that is really the basis of my guitar sound at the moment. I just thought it might be instructive or interesting to people who are looking for similar things. So